Alright, what's up, YouTube? I'm back again. Um, just wanted to finish up what I was saying because, of course, YouTube cut me off. Of course, it always happens. It's not me. I think it's just YouTube not uploading my stuff properly, of course. But I wanted to talk more about Mr. Monfort. Um, I'm a fan of his ideologies. I'm not really necessarily a fan of, uh, of, of what he did, because I think that it's counterproductive and it causes more problems for the poor and those who have to come into contact with these corrupt thug cops. And I think a lot of people need to wake up and be aware of really what's going on, not what the media tells you, not what Q13 Fox News tells you. Q13 Fox News is the worst station in Seattle. I mean, really. They are pro police. Their police can never do any wrong, and when the police do something wrong and something is caught on TV, they won't publish it. They won't let the public know. So Q13 Fox News, the worst in the country, in my opinion, because they don't tell the truth. They are for the government of Seattle and the police departments. They subscribe to America's Most Wanted and Washington's Most Wanted. That's their show, so they're pro police. So I have absolutely no respect for them at all. But to talk more about Mr. Montfort, Mr. Montfort had ideologies that when the girl was getting beat up by Deputy Paul Sheen, and the second officer came in. He left a note to the second officer. I guess at one of his scenes, he blew up some police cars and stuff like that. But he left a note telling the other deputy that, hey, why is it that you didn't say anything? Why is it that you let this continue to go on? Uh, what's wrong with you? If you see something wrong, why don't you say anything? Because you're afraid to lose your job? I mean, come on, man. Everybody makes that excuse. Well, I don't want to lose my job. Well, man, don't go into the police department and don't have the police department put up these false advertisements saying that you must be a just and upright and honest individual in order to join the police department, when what they're doing in there is not just and not upright, and they are not upholding the Constitution. Don't fake and front and act like you guys are better than everybody and that you guys are this supreme being once you pin this badge upon yourself. That's what this really kind of upsets me, is that we got police officers who refuse to say anything when they see their fellow officer do something wrong. But yet, if you or I were to do something wrong, they would be quick to either taser us or beat us up with batons, or or arrest us. So I think that it shouldn't just go one way. It should go both ways. Justice is justice. It's not just us. It is justice. So I think that we need um, police review boards, and I looked up in Washington State. I looked up the requirements to be on the citizen review board for police, and the cold part about it is that, of course, you must have no criminal conduct, no criminal felonies, and nothing like that, within the past 10 years. Uh, uh, so many different prerequisites, such as education. You must get interviewed by such and so, and take a polygraph test, and this and that and the other, in order to be on the review board for the police department. And to me, that just sets the bar to saying that if you're not part of us or with us, and you don't have you must have a one track and one sided mentality, that those who make accusations against the police, no matter what it might be, if it's caught on videotape, what it might be, it must be proven beyond the shadow of a doubt, and even then, further than that. If there's any way you can help, or the person that's on the review board, to justify it, then you must justify all the police actions misdoing, or all the police officers' misdoings. Anything that an officer does, you must try your best to cover it up, to justify it, to make it seem that, oh, well, the other person was in the wrong and the officer was within his rights. And I think that that's not a citizen review board, that's a police review board. How can the police police themselves? That makes no sense, especially when you have corrupt thug cops inside the police department. From the top to the bottom, from the mayor. Our mayor, we just got a new mayor in January. Our new mayor, he ain't gonna do nothing about nothing. To me, it's like cowards running packs. And birds of a feather flock together, and that's the reason why I think that you must conform to their mentality of us versus them, in order to be a great police officer. And I think that, according to them and the rich elite in our government, and I think that we as people have a right to question that. I think that we as people have a right to fight for and continue to fight for that which is right. And there's a lot of, especially here in Seattle, we have a lot of liberal, fake, racist, undercover, subtle racist people, because they make a lot of money and this and that and the other, and they think they're better than everybody, and holier than thou. Their crap doesn't stink, that type of thing, and that's really seriously bad here in Washington State. I don't know about any other states right now, but I know there's a couple more. But the thing is that they're subtly racist. They're not forthcoming with their racism. They're subtly, but we feel it, we see it, all the time, every day. So I think that, when we have black people in the poorer neighborhoods who refuse to get involved, then that means that we're actually agreeing to what they're doing. And I think that we had this a couple Uncle Toms when the officer got shot. He got on TV, and this is a time that we should come together and ho hum. And man, come on, man. The days of marching and stuff, that shit is over, man. In my opinion, we should come together, and this is a tragedy, and da 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 da. And come on, you Uncle Tom sellout piece of crap. Come on, man. It just frustrates me that we get these, and the only reason why they put him on the news was because he was for Officer Brenton, and I love him, and he was protecting our community. Bullshit, he wasn't protecting our community. He was serving our community. There's a difference between protect and serve, and he was serving our community. He was not protecting our community. I think people need to get that right. And even when gentrification came through that area that he was patrolling, which is the Central District, which used to be a majority black neighborhood, which now is a white neighborhood, and then we have a whole bunch of people who say, "Oh, it must have been a gang member who killed him," and this and that and the other, and da 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 da. It was all the Seattle people. Just the first thing that come out in their mouth when something bad happens is that the black man did it, or a gang member did it, or this and that and the other, and we are 95% of the problem. And I think that's a load of shit. I think that the reason why our prisons are overflowing with those in the minority is because a lot of times we are targeted. But however, a lot of times we are wrong. We do commit crimes and felonies and things of that nature. I must admit that. However, wrong is wrong, and those who commit felonies, police officers, citizens, whoever it may be, should be held accountable for committing those felonies. And I don't think one person is better than another person because they wear a badge. It doesn't matter what suits you put on in the morning. Wrong is wrong. Now get at me if you agree or disagree or whatever. I really would like to hear your opinions, your criticisms, or whatever it might be. I don't get down with internet thugs, so if you want a name call, I believe I'm telling the truth. I'm standing 10 toes on that. So get at me.